Kakadosh Boker Tov, we're just continuing with Halachot of Purim. This year, Ta'anit Esther comes out on Thursday, so therefore it's going to be different than any other year, which means that usually on Ta'anit Esther, when it comes to the time of Mincha, we don't do Tacharonim because it is right now already the night of Purim. Obviously this year, since Purim is only going to be on Motzei Shabbat, so therefore we do regular Tacharonim during the time of the Mincha, because at the end of the day, it's going to be like a regular fast day. So therefore this coming Thursday is like a regular Ta'anit. To do with the night of Purim in the Kriyat Meguilah, the minhag was to put on Bigdei Yom Tov. What does that mean, Bigdei Yom Tov? This year, anyway, it's actually going to be much easier because Bigdei Yom Tov obviously means that we're going to be still in the clothing of Shabbat, and therefore it's going to be Lichvoda Purim. Now, putting on tachposot, different types of costumes, right? We never had that custom in Morocco, and the opposite. The majority of the people actually went against it. What does that mean they went against it? So first of all, the first time that we actually see such a minhag is brought down in Marim Mintz. He actually permitted such a concept of bringing down this concept of putting on costumes, and he actually says, and the Ramah brings it down, that was the minhag, that they come and they start wearing these type of costumes. However though, Rabbi Yosef Mesas, now if anybody actually pays attention, this is one of the poskim of Morocco that usually is very, very, very lenient, and he's actually coming and he says like this, he says, it's minhagid yotot, he says it's minhag of simple people, nishtaveh mechugei anotzrim. It actually comes from the Christians, and there's also an isur of pritzut. V'nafke mizeh kama kalkalot, and many different bad things actually came out from this entire concept of wearing the different costumes. Now, even though the Ramah brings down from the Shura Marim means, he says, he comes and he says, this is for young lads, that they don't have any dat. Obviously, we're not talking about people that are above the age of bar or bat mitzvah. And even for the youngsters, he didn't say lechatchila start getting dressed up in costumes. He just said, close your eyes from it. He says, in order that they shouldn't be sad during the time of the mishteh and the simcha. And therefore he comes and he finishes, Techol mi sheyesh biyado limchot velo mocheh, atil liten et adin. Anybody that is able to come and to rebuke and he doesn't, he's going to take justice for it in the future. The Netivot HaMarav also brings down that this was not the minhag in Morocco, and therefore the rabbis actually went against it. The Alei Adas says that in Tunisia was the exact same thing as well, and the Nachalat Avot says in Libya was the exact same thing as well, which means that we actually do see that there was no minhag of coming and starting getting dressed up. This is now, as we keep on going through the generations, we keep on seeing more and more of the influence of the others, that they actually come and they start getting dressed up. But for sure, right, during the time of the Kriyat Meguilah, we were coming in Bigdei Yom Tov. Now, if somebody wants to come to the mishteh, to the party dressed up, that's something else. They could do whatever they want. But there was a certain decorum that in the Bet Knesset, when they're coming and they're listening to the Megillah, it was Bigdei Yom Tov. Anyway, this year, it's going to be much easier because it's the Motzei Shabbat, and therefore you're already coming anyway with your Bigdei Yom Tov. Okay, so that's going to be the first halakha to do with how you're coming. When we're actually coming and starting Arvit of Purim, we're starting with Lamantzeh Chalei et Shachar, the perek of Ta'anit Esther, which is the same perek of also Purim. And then in the Nusach of Al Nisim, we say Al Nisim with Aravav, and we say Nisim v'Niflaot b'Lashon Rabim in plural and not in singular. So these are again just different halachot that happen to do with the day of Purim.